is sort of shrink the amount of money that's available to them. He's taking money, he's moving it all over. He's trying to create these ridiculous debts that Elizabeth reports on, where he essentially owes himself and his parents $50 million.
Why do you think he does those things, though? Do you think
for money?
I
don't think he's got the money he says. That's what I think.
I think he still needs the money
I don't
after
think
all
he
these
needs
years.
the money. But you know when you got that lifestyle, right? So when you're spending what he's spending,
It's a lot of expense.
So have you heard about the $4 million RICO lawsuit that Floyd Mayweather and Tiger is being hit with?
Wow.
So apparently it's over some stolen jewelry.
CNN has released shocking details revealing Floyd Mayweather owes $500 million, much of it tied to unpaid IRS debt. The report criticizes his reckless and inappropriate spending habits, including excessive purchases of luxury items. Despite his fame and fortune, Mayweather's financial behavior has led to massive debt and public concern seats.
Did not save its own documents to show what it spent. The new acting IRS Commissioner Danny Werfel calls this wasteful spending inappropriate.
Floyd Mayweather got knocked out by the IRS after claiming he paid off his debts. Despite his public statements, the IRS confirmed he still owes a significant amount. His failure to settle all his tax obligations proves that the financial fight isn't over and the IRS isn't backing down.
Getting a letter from the IRS saying you owe millions in taxes. That is how Floyd Mayweather got knocked out by the IRS in 2022. Floyd had some issues with his taxes for the year 2017. The government checked his tax return and found a problem. So they informed him about it on February 2nd, 2022. He claimed a big expense of about $14 million that he says he paid for legal expenses. The government didn't agree with this expense and said it was a lie. So they said he owed about $5.5 million more in taxes because of it. They also said he had to pay an additional $1.1 million in penalties for making mistakes on his tax return. That was how Floyd got KO'd into the hot water with the tax authorities. Comment on the word free below this video and I'll send you access to a free call where you can discuss your tax situation with the most experienced attorney and get the best possible recommendations in a few minutes. Make sure you're following so you can receive the link immediately after your comment.
Floyd Mayweather's identity has long been tied to opulence, from his flashy jewelry and expensive cars to his larger-than-life persona. While there's nothing wrong with enjoying wealth, Mayweather has built an entire brand around the image of a man untouchable by ordinary rules, one who is beyond reproach, and whose wealth knows no bounds. This self-proclaimed Money Mayweather was not merely interested in success, but in outshining everyone. The world didn't need to care about his lavish lifestyle as long as it was his personal choice, yet his obsession with wealth has led him to a dangerous point where legal troubles and questionable financial decisions now expose cracks in his grandiose facade.
Sonnen isn't alone either, with financial lawsuits, unpaid jewelry bills, and the crypto scam lawsuit haunting his name. The money brand seems to be leaking from all sides. Floyd Mayweather has always been the face of untouchable wealth in boxing. He turned luxury into a lifestyle, turning his nickname Money into an entire identity. But behind the private jets and million-dollar shopping sprees, cracks in that image are beginning to show, and they're showing faster than anyone expected. Mayweather is broke, but no one's openly saying it yet, except his old rival.
Wow. I don't understand. Why the need to package these things Africans, black people do, packaging. They appear to be, why do you want to appear to be rich instead of be rich? I'm not into this. I mean, you just propaganda. It's just said he bought 400 million deal with the 62 flats in New York, and none of them were real. Why do you feel the need to embarrass yourself like that? Just live your life and enjoy. Nobody cares how much Bugatti you got. Nobody cares about how much Ferrari or how much watch your watch cost, 18 million, whatever. Nobody cares. These are all liabilities. As soon as you buy the watch, you can't sell it for 18 million again. It's not physically possible. It's not an asset. You He's gonna go bankrupt soon. But anyway, I wish him all the best. It is what it is.
Despite Floyd's claims of being one of the wealthiest athletes in the world, his legal issues seem to persist without resolution. One of the most striking instances of his reckless financial behavior involves a lawsuit filed against him by a jeweler who claims Mayweather walked away with hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of jewelry without making a single payment.
I mean, dang, Floyd Money Mayweather. Man, wow, y'all around here getting Rolexes, not paying for them. Man, y'all got stacks of money, owing jewelers money. Man, how y'all around here, man, getting millions of dollars in all this jewelry and leaving $286,000, man, for them to pay for? Then the cold part is, man, y'all took the jeweler's phone so he couldn't film the transaction, but he had an extra phone and he taped it. Man, come on, man. Man, y'all giving, man, us a bad name, man. Y'all be out here doing all this flexing, all this jewelry, all these watches, all these cars from the same crooked dealer out here in Las Vegas. The Chopper, Josh Tobin, everybody know who that is, man. Come on, man, stop doing that, Floyd, man. And pay Gervonta Davis his $34 million, man. And pay your taxes.
Mayweather has never shied away from boasting about his boxing skills, often claiming to be the greatest fighter of all time. His brash confidence has alienated both fans and critics alike in interviews. He frequently highlights his undefeated record as irrefutable proof of his superiority. However, many in the boxing community have started questioning whether his career was as flawless as he claims. Allegations surrounding the potential use of performance-enhancing drugs (PEDs) have lingered further, tainting the image of a man who prides himself on perfection.
You can use the IV to mask performance-enhancing drugs. So that's why they outlawed it.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather was on PEDs the entire time? Oh my goodness, I'm so surprised.
When you saw it put out, they gave you a TUE.
I mean, with any fighters, some fighters take Pedialytes. Let me continue on the subject.
Just rehydrate.
When a fighter is
well, my question is this:
because my urine, my urine was dark, extremely dark.
For him to test less than 1%, something is wrong.
Floyd, what are your thoughts on testosterone replacement therapy? Do you know anything about it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Testosterone replacement therapy, you haven't heard of it? About the juice?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine.
When confronted with backlash, Mayweather dismisses it as jealousy, maintaining that he doesn't care about others' opinions. This attitude fuels his unapologetic display of wealth. However, his refusal to engage with legitimate criticisms often comes across as arrogance, further alienating those who might otherwise respect his confidence.
You always remember this. Jealousy, people jealous of you, comes with success. So anytime you're successful, people gonna be jealous of you. People not always gonna like you. It's the same thing like my job. I still go there and be at my best. If you're doing good, they got something to say. If you're doing bad, they got something to say. So, do what makes you happy. Because you see this jet, you see this private jet that we own? I got it because I did what the fuck I wanted to do. I made over $1 billion, you know why? Because I did what the fuck I wanted to do. Do what the fuck you want to do. And the only thing we can do is take one day at a time. That's all we can do. No one is perfect. Every day we strive to be perfectionists, but no one is perfect. I make mistakes. I've said things that I shouldn't have said when I was younger. I've done things that I shouldn't have done when I was younger. I'm not perfect, but we live and we learn. That's a part of growing.
Boxing promoter Eddie Hearn recently suggested that Mayweather, despite his immense wealth, may actually be struggling financially. This assertion raises serious doubts about Mayweather's real financial standing. While he continues to display wealth through his purchases and lavish lifestyle, the idea that his financial troubles have escalated in tandem with his public displays of luxury calls him to question his ability to manage his finances.
How about Mayweather?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that Mayweather was unquestionably one of the best ever. But I don't know. I mean, it's difficult to say he's not a true fighter because he fought everybody he could of his era. But he was a different kind of skill set, He was very much hit and don't get hit, which is the art of boxing. I think sometimes when these guys carry on and they do the exhibitions and all that kind of stuff, it just sort of diminishes the legacy a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
And that's what I feel like's happened with Mayweather.
Why do you think he does those things though? Do you think
for money?
I
don't think he's got the money he says. That's what I think.
I think he still needs the money.
I don't
after
think
all
he
these
needs
years.
the money. But you know when you got that lifestyle, right? So when you're spending what he's spending,
it's a lot of expenses.